my name is Nemesia Campbell and I'm a second year pharmacy student at the University of Technology, Jamaica. So basically I'm here to speak about how I got to pharmacy school and why I chose pharmacy. So it all started out when I was in high school. I went to the Immaculate Conception High School for Girls. Yes, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to study, but I knew it was something in medicine. I always did the sciences. I did bio, chemistry, and physics. I hated physics, however, so I stopped at C-Sec level, but I continued bio and chemistry at Cape level. Yeah. So my interests grew stronger in what I wanted to study when different representatives from both UE and UTech came to my school to speak about the different career fields. So I remember going to a dentistry session, I went to an engineering session, and I went to the pharmacy session. So when I went to the dentistry session, I was like turned off because I remember they telling me that there was a high suicidal rate of dentistry students. So that was really alarming to me because I was like, okay, so many people killing themselves over dentistry. The work must be seriously hard. Like you have to be really passionate about it. And I knew that I wasn't going to be passionate about dentistry, so that's why I never chose it. Like it wasn't drawing me. So now I went to the engineering session, and they spoke about physics, that you have to do a lot of physics, and if you don't have physics at Cape level, then you have to do 1 year of physics at UE, and I was just not about that life. Like I told y'all, I hate physics. Like why would I do that? So that's why I didn't choose engineering. When I went to the pharmacy session now, like I was just so intrigued. I was so interested in what the lady had to say because it was so versatile. It wasn't just limited to medicinal drugs. Like you could branch off into research pharmacy and study weed. You could branch off into cosmetology and develop the products in makeup industry. So it wasn't just limited to pharmaceutical drugs. And I was also intrigued at the fact that I could own a pharmacy in the future because she mentioned an in entrepreneurship course, in the field. So I said, okay, this is me. This is what I'm going to choose. So now I went and I applied to pharmacy. However, I needed some backups because I was saying, okay, what if I don't get into the pharmacy course? I have to choose something else. So me with my enough self got the SAT. It never went well. I'm gonna tell you that it did not go well. So I just thought that this was probably a sign to say, okay, Nem, stay in Jamaica. That's why I applied to UE. I applied for biomedical engineering at UE and I applied for physiology, I think. Yeah. I got accepted into UE's courses first, but I just wasn't set on going there. Like, that's not what I wanted. Those were backups. Hence why I was still waiting on my reply from UTech. I then got a call saying that, okay, I should come in for an interview. So I went to the interview. I don't know how I pulled it off because I hate interviews. I don't know how I did it. I honestly don't. But I did. And I got through. But they told me that they're going to give me a conditional offer because my Unit 2 results for Cape weren't out as yet. And I needed a 1 in chemistry in order to be accepted into the course. So I was there fretting and saying, okay, what if I don't get a 1 in chemistry? Then I'm going to have to really go and do biomedical engineering or physiology. Like, that's not what I want. So one day I was at work. I had a summer job and results came out. So I was like, oh my gosh, results are out. What am I going to do? So I even messaged my friends and I was like, guys, what do you see me as? Like, suppose I can do nursing or something like that. They say, no, let me say, you could do nursing, you're impatient. So I don't know, I just gathered up the energy and got to just say, yo, I'm going to check these results and hope I get a 1. God will know what to do. So I opened them and yes, I got a 1 in chemistry. And I was really excited. I messaged all my friends, my family members. I was like, oh my gosh, I got into pharmacy school. They were like, yes, ma'am. You see, after that day, I went to UTech the next day and I gave him my results. And they then gave me an unconditional of a meaning. I was fully accepted into the university. So now I am there at UTech now in my first year, and it was okay, smooth sailing. I was alone at first, but the first friends I made was when I was placed in a group project for applied organic chemistry. The teacher pushed us in a group, and those were my first friends, and they're still with me up to this day. I mean, I lost some, but some of them are still here today, and we help each other out. You know, it's 1 degree. Everybody are gonna get a degree. We help each other out. So everything was fine first semester of first year, but you see, when it went to second semester of first year, there was a module called pharmaceutical calculations. Let me tell you, that module was extremely hard. It was so hard to the point that I had to source help from a second year student. Like, if you know me, I hate failing. Like, failing is not me at all, so I made sure to get help. However, Corona came, sadly, and I was on my own. So what I ended up doing was going on YouTube and teaching myself, and kept practicing some questions over and over by myself, while everybody else was there saying, oh, class is not going to keep the world ending, blah blah blah. I was like, nope, they must give us this module because we need it to go to second year, and I'm not spending an extra year in school, so yo, I'm gonna get this done and over with, which I did. They ended up giving us the module in the summer, and I had a test every Sunday back to back, but I was prepared because, again, I practiced while the whole corona thing was going on. So I passed pharmaceutical calculations and everything. I was like, okay, yes, God, thank you, God. So after I passed, I started dreaming about finding the cure for cancer, all those stuff. That's how you know you're really passionate about something, when you start dreaming about it. So I was like, okay, I'm on the right path. I'm in my second year now, and I'm going to tell you the truth. It's hard, but I know that I will overcome because I have a passion for what I'm doing, and I feel like, yes, I'm going to make it. I see myself in the future. I'm the type of person that look ahead and say, okay, that's going to be me in the future. I'm going to own a pharmacy. Yes, I am the type of person that does that. I even named my pharmacy already. I hope to name it Nemesia RX, you know? So it was it was a really good run. I'm here now in my second year. Hopefully I get to continue my studies to my doctorate, because I really want to be Dr. Campbell, you know, like that has a ring to it. I really want to be Dr. Campbell, and I want to own a pharmacy in the future. So basically, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This was my video on how I got to pharmacy school and why I chose pharmacy.